everyone. My name is C Tactics for the win. You can call me, I guess you can call me Bento. We're going to talk about fruits baskets, and now I need to resize the freaking chat.
Oh, wait, there's sound for the video, too. Okay, now I'm good. I should mute that.
Yeah.
I always forget that one.
If you're wondering why the stream looks weird, it's because if you watched last week's video, which, by the way, got an impressive 1.4K views, very happy. That got that many views. I never thought in a million years, actually, a series where we talk about Fruits Basket every week would even get like honestly like 600 or 700, let alone 1.4K. So that's pretty freaking awesome, and you guys seem to be enjoying the show. So I'm very grateful with that. And yeah, if you notice the stream's a little bit different, I reversed the image and zoomed in a little bit, and you may notice some of the text already. It's all backwards and weird.
I thought it was in Russian.
Well, I mean, isn't Russian just English backwards? Is anyone? That's a terrible. I don't know. Introduce yourself.
Hello, people. I am known as the Rising Sun Reviews, at least in some countries. I also make videos about anime and Fruits Basket sometimes, except I haven't yet, but I should. And you should go check out my channel and subscribe, because if I get 3 million subscribers by the end of the year, then I will eat pancakes.
Jeez. I'm trying to get 1K subs by the end of the year. I'm not even at 300 yet.
All right, so everyone go subscribe to Bento.
Oh, yay. Yay.
Francesca says...
we're both on the same thing. Can we talk about how cute Tohru is in this episode? Yes, we can. Tohru is back. But before that, Fruits Basket episode 15. I wouldn't say that.
Wait, why does the podcast say episode 14 on the title?
Just pretend it says 15, okay?
But numbers, they're numbery things.
It's fine. People will just be very confused when they think we're talking about episode 14. It's actually 15. Oh crap, maybe I should probably change that. But I can't. I literally can't. I can't change it. What do I do? What do I do?
You give Astro a hug.
I mean, I guess I could maybe change it. It would probably like lag the stream for a moment, because the CPU in this computer is like grade A terabad. So it's like you click on something while it's doing something, and it's like...
Oh, no, okay, I'll come over to your house and change the episode number for you.
That doesn't solve the problem. That maybe makes it worse, actually, because then you have to put the podcast on hold for like 8 hours.
I can drive fast, don't worry.
It's okay, 6 hours then.
Alright, so you know what else you should do?
Eat pancakes?
No, read the summary.
Oh, but I have to. I'm changing it right now. It has to load.
Okay, so you want me to read the summary then?
No, because I'm the only one that has it.
Don't worry. I have a summary. Don't worry about that one.
Oh, jeez. All right. It's changed. It's good. Episode 15. I wouldn't say that. The gang head out to the Soma's vacation house, where Hattori, Shigure, and Aya show up. Tohru is worried about Kyo and Yuki's distance. Hattori is worried about their decisions and hopes that they, Kyo, Yuki, and Tohru, don't make the same mistakes that he did with Kana. A bunch of stuff happens. At the end, there's a picture, and the picture has me and Yuki in it. Yuki XC Tactics. It's happening.
I ship it.
I ship it too.
Okay, this backward text is throwing me off. But yes, this is another episode where it didn't feel like much was happening until it did. If that makes any sense.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a middle episode maybe in the last core.
Yeah, it was like okay, what are they doing here? They're just doing normal things, not much is happening. But then you like learn a lot more about like Hitori and Snake-kun's mindset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That maybe like episode 10, 9.
Yeah, we've had other episodes like this too, where it's just like it takes a while to figure out exactly what the purpose of the episode is.
Yeah. Francesca says, "Did you guys notice the teacher at the end was the one that threatened to dye Kyo's hair a while back?" I did. It was awesome, and she's the one who had the picture on her desk. Which I guess, you know what? Let's just go ahead and talk about that, because that was like a focused in part. Who was the other person in that photo besides the teacher?
I think that was Kana.
Was it? Because it didn't look. Maybe it was just. I haven't
Well,
seen Kana in a while.
It was someone in a wedding dress, and they were focusing on the fact that Kana had recently gotten married. So what I think it was is the teacher is Kana's friend who Shigure dated for like the month. And so that's their way of like tying together Toru's school life back to the Soma clan.
Okay, everybody's saying it's Kana the teacher. So there we go. So what you're saying is Hattori is going to go out with the teacher now, and then Kana's going to be like, I wish that I was going out with Hattori, and then she's going to remember, and then she's going to kill everybody. It's going to come Fruits Basket at the horror show.
So school days?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah, kind of. But if it was like school days, I mean, yeah, Toru would kill everyone. But when she turns into a dragon, that makes sense.
Ah, yes, we still have to push that dragon thing. Chesk says the teacher was the girl they broke up with Shigure after a month. So yeah, you were right.
Okay. Yeah, I actually understood things this time.
I didn't remember that part, so that's good you brought that up. Yeah, so Twin-tail Tohru returned this episode.
Yeah, Toru was even cuter and more Toru than normal, and that was a good thing.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this is peak form Tohru.
It is, because Toru was like, she really cares about people. She's a bit ditzy. She's just Toru. She accidentally hugs people and turns them into animals, and then freaks back when they turn into naked guys, so...
It's pretty much Tohru, like, just the best, like, the greatest hits, basically.
Exactly.
And it was beautiful.
We all want a Toru in our life.
Yeah, we all need a Tohru. And if there was, like, an alien race that came to planet Earth, and they were like, we're going to enslave you and use you as gasoline for our ships, but there is one thing that you can do. You can try to convince us, and if you convince us, we will leave you be. And if we showed them Tohru, I think they'd leave us be.
Now, what if an alien race of Tohru's came to invade?
You flip. I don't know. I don't know. Because then, oh God, what do we do?
Wait. Yeah, and I think one of the interesting things about just Toru being Toru was when they went to the cabin, Shigure made a comment that it was a perfect place for Jason to show up, as in the horror character from America. And then Kyo was like, oh, who's that? And you don't know who that is. And I'm like, oh, it's a bear. It's like, oh, yeah, I knew that. No, that's wrong. And then Toru's like, oh, that's a bear? Cool. She's like...
I like it later on in the episode when they're like, Jason's a horror movie villain. It's like, oh, okay. Oh,
no, like she was like, oh, a bear horror movie villain?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was great. That was the funny part. Toru's awesome.
Yeah, Toru is. And, yeah, we also got the boys being, like, more not like them. I guess that's a word for it.
Yeah, at the very beginning of this episode, they were kind of like... Yuki was trying to tell Tohru about the hat and stuff in the middle of a room with other people, which obviously he would immediately go, okay, maybe not. Maybe not in the middle of a room full of people. And then Kyo was once again continuing on the continuity from the last episode, kind of distant.
Right. Okay, Francesca's comment made me picture something else. I want to see Kyo fighting a bear. And winning.
It's like Golden Kamui. That one episode, like the first or second episode of Golden Kamui, when the main guy, his name is on the tip of my tongue, fights a bear and he punches it right in the forehead.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, it's the terrible CGI bear.
And then awesome. I dropped the show. And then I dropped the show.
Hey, it's getting a third season soon.
Exactly. At least the bears here were not CGI.
Yes. Oh, Satsuki. CGI bears. Sugimoto. That's his name, Sugimoto.
Okay. Thank you, Satsuki, for remembering things that I never remember.
I like some of the comments they make about Shigure in this. Shigure is like, everybody thinks I'm like drunk or something like that. And
yes, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, then Yuki goes, like, you're always drunk. You always act like you're drunk.
He makes a comment saying that even if I drink, I'm never drunk. And then Yuki's like, because you always act like you're drunk.
Didn't he was reading a book in this episode called Summer Sigh?
Isn't that the book that he gave Hattori?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, so that's a Shigure book.
Why am I a disgrace, Satsuki? What did I do?
Do you remember those fake lead screenshots?
Oh Jesus, it was those, wasn't it?
Yes. I should watch fake lead again. Oh, and yeah, something else for Shigure is that he was manipulating Tohru to get Kyo and Yuki to go to the cabin with them.
Oh yeah, yeah. Shigure is like do you want to go? And Toru's like, no, I could never ask you to take me on something like that. I haven't done anything. And then Shigure does like this like Jedi mind trick, and then there's just like a pause, and then she's like, yeah, I'll go.
Well, it's like you're saying that I was so sad I couldn't go with you last time. I really wanted to go with you on one of these trips, so it was just like, okay, I'll go with you because that's what you want.
Oh yeah, MCZ Dub Productions says Summer Sigh was the book that Shigure wrote. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but yeah, totally right.
Yeah. Oh, and speaking of the editor, poor editor.
Yeah. Yeah, she constantly wasn't she the one in the couple or handful of episodes ago that she was threatening to commit suicide?
Yeah, they made a comment here again, like her boss was saying, "Don't kill yourself." With us.
Oh yeah, and she was screaming in the phone.
Oh yeah, that too. And then she was screaming at Shigure when he called her.
Yeah, that whole bit was rather hysterical.
It reminds me of my job sometimes.
Oh god, I don't know what your job is like. So I think Shigure is like, let me call Aya, and then Kyo and Yuki are like, call him and you die.
I like how that's one thing Kyo and Yuki agree on.
And he comes anyways. He shows up.
Do we ever figure out why he showed up?
I don't think so. They ask him like, how did you get here? And he's like, I walked through the front door, of course.
That is typically how I enter houses. I won't say always, but typically.
I love it. Aya is such a funny character.
Okay, next time I see Astro, I should just go through his basement window.
Oh god. I wonder if people know who Astro are.
Astro's my brother. He shows up sometimes in comments.
Oh man.
He's in the Discord. Join the Discord, talk to Astro, tell him to watch Fruits Basket.
I agree.
One second.
Wait, what? Okay. Francesca says he said a maid at the estate told him they were there. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right.
All right. I'm glad we have a live chat because, like, once again, I say this every week, but I always look down during the show to take notes. So.
Yeah. Oh, it's Sasuke saying I just showed up to troll because he knew it would be the perfect opportunity.
This is true.
Wait, I just realized something. The difference in Aya and Yuki's age is the same difference in age between me and Astro.
Oh, Astro's Yuki and you're Aya. Oh my god, no, you are Aya.
Because I like trolling Astro?
Not only that, but you say trolly comments like well, how did you get here, Rising? You're just like, I walked through the front door. You do that. You are Aya.
Oh, great. I'm Aya. I guess they're worse characters to be.
This is true.
And you ship yourself with Yuki, and you always tell Astro to hold your hand.
Wait, so what character am I then?
You're you.
Yay! I'm trying to think what character I would be. I can't tell. You guys should watch one for a first impression and skim through it or something for notes so you don't miss anything. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually, but...
Yeah, I sometimes pause to take notes, but then I'm forgetful and miss stuff anyway, so...
Yeah, I don't have a lot of time, so... I don't think I can physically watch 2 episodes of Fruits Basket in a day because tomorrow is always King of Anime. If it's like a Thursday, I probably could.
And then like Sunday is Sympho Gear, so... Yeah.
Busy weekend I usually have.
Yes. Lots of anime and lots of weird podcasts.
Yep.
C is in the Prince Yuki fan club is what Francesca is saying.
I'm down. I'm totally down. I don't know what goes on in that fan club, but I'm down.
It's Yuki fan club. That's all you need to know.
Okay. So.
Speaking of the Yuki fan club, back to Tohru.
Well, so Yuki and Kyo get into an argument in the middle of the woods after they fall. It's I think slide down a hill or something like that, or triple.
Yeah, well, it was before that. It was like Tohru was really worried about them. She thought that they were angry at her because of something that she did.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, she started to fall. They went after her. She somehow hugged both of them as she did so.
They saw a bear track, and then Tohru started freaking out like, "Oh my god, it's Jason!"
And we never got the wait. Is there a bear in the Zodiac? I don't think there is.
That immediately I was like, "Is there a freaking bear Zodiac?" Oh my god!
Well, I mean, there's not a cat Zodiac, and we have Kyo, so
in the next episode, if there ain't a bear, that's also one of the Somas. Man, I'm gonna cry. Or not. I mean, it doesn't matter either way, but still.
What if it's Momoji's secret form?
Oh damn! Momoji has he has multiple transformations like Frieza.
Well, oh yeah, this is kind of off topic, but we definitely noticed that all the Soma other power kind of associated with their animal transform. Like Yuki can have other rats help him. Hitori can mess with people's memory. So what other powers do the characters have that we don't know about?
I would, for Kyo, I guess he would. I guess one of the basic abilities maybe they have is they can just call upon other species of their animal to help them out. Yeah,
that could be, but we haven't seen any other characters do it. Right. And I pictured her like calling a herd of cows.
That would be great. Moo.
I don't want to see that.
That's. I think that's something awesome. They've already established this because they did it in the first episode, right?
Yeah, like Yuki had the rats to like dig Tohru's whatever it was out there, the thing that fell. Her mother's picture, I think.
Yeah, which we know how much she loves that picture. I'm surprised she didn't take the picture with her this episode.
Oh yeah, because she would have wanted to like show her mother the lake and everything.
Hazel said animals are attracted to the Zodiac, who is possessed by their respective animals. So okay, so there we go.
Okay, so it's not so much a command, but it's like they're naturally attracted to him.
Francesca says Satori's power is just because he's a doctor, I'm pretty sure.
Well, that doesn't make sense because doctors don't randomly get superpowers.
I don't know. A lot of them do.
How many doctors?
I go to weird doctors, okay?
Okay, that explains a few things.
Oh god, Saucy says there needs to be a Falali Zodiac animal. If you don't know what a Falolial is, it's the big fat birds, the chocobos from Shield Hero.
Now there needs to be a Reptalia Zodiac.
You know, I guess you could say, in a weird way, Philo from Shield Hero is kinda got some fruits basket, some stuff going on there.
Okay, I can see that. And Francesca explains the memory thing is a hypnosis he does, which
so that makes sense.
That makes enough sense, I'd say.
So yeah, they get Kyo and Yuki get into an argument, and Tohru starts laughing because she's glad they're back to normal. She's been worried this whole time, which just goes to show where Tohru's whole head has been like, and how Kyo and Yuki have just been in their own little worlds. And I don't know, I like this little scene. It was nice.
Yeah, I like how they kind of twisted them arguing into being a good thing, showing that they're back to normal now.
Right, which usually isn't like a good thing, but because they do it so much, and it's just kind of something that they do.
Yeah, it becomes a normal thing to do, so it's not weird or annoying or anything. It's just It happens.
Like if you stab each other enough, it just becomes normal eventually.
Yeah, I mean, C and I like punch each other like twice a day on Thursdays.
It's normal. Right?
Exactly, and that's like the reverse pile driver from the moon to the skyscraper. That's normal.
Oh god. At one point, Kyo in true Suderi form says, "I wasn't mad or anything." Babaka added that Babaka part, but he says, "I wasn't mad or anything."
Yes. Oh, and something else I noticed too when they were like after they had transformed and they were talking to Tohru, Yuki went up to Tohru, but Kyo still had his back turned and was kind of distant.
Mm-hmm. Kyo did something.
Yeah, and that shows how Kyo is like not ready to face Tohru for whatever happened.
I don't know what Kyo did, why he feels so guilty. Well, I don't know if he feels guilty or not, but whatever is going on with him, there's something going on with Kyo, and it has to have something to do with the mother's anniversary. Maybe it was that day Kyo could have, went up to Tohru and talked to her or something like that, or gave her some advice, and he could have done something to help out on that day. That's kind of what I've landed on, because I don't think there's any other way that Kyo could have interacted with anyone else in her family, unless secretly, it's revealed that Kyoko, and Kyo knew each other somehow.
Yeah, which I think that's possible, but I feel like there needs to be like more connections for that to make sense.
Satsuki says Kyo stole Toru's Capri Sun when they were younger. That's what it is.
Yep, Satsuki knows everything.
Well, Satsuki's the best. So then Ayama shows up again.
Oh, he showed up at the lake with them, or no? Wait, that wasn't there. It was when they were out there.
Yeah, so after that scene, they go back to the thing, and he shows back up.
Okay, that's
taking a
what it was.
nap, and he says the line, "People are made to support each other," and the only reason he said it is because he thought it was a cool line.
I feel like, yeah, there are definitely similarities between me and him.
I love this character. I initially thought, oh, he's gonna be kind of like a Kagura kind of character, way less annoying, more functional in the story. But no, this guy's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying, but there's definitely enough of him that I like.
Francesca says, hearing guys talk about theories and things makes me so excited because there's so much crazy stuff that happens in the series, and this is just beginning. I'm glad we provide some entertainment.
Well, that's why I come up with these crazy theories, because I know the show is going to be crazy, so I have to be crazy if I'm going to be right.
Okay, somebody quote that. I have to be crazy if I'm going to be right.
One second.
Oh, no.
To be crazy if I'm going to be right. Rising Kun-san. There you go.
Also, Aya and Shigure have a similar relationship to me and what Conda Fiction or Satsuki have. Satsuki the Savage, who's in the chat right now, subscribe to his channel. Me and him and Condi, I have this weird relationship where I just say really gay stuff to them all the time. Like, yeah, I'll make out with you. I'll suck your dick. I don't even care. And I feel like Aya and Shigure, are the same kind of thing.
Yeah, I could. Well, don't you say those things to me and Astro too sometimes?
Yeah.
But not quite like that. I just say let's bang, but...
Yeah, I mean, let's bang.
Yeah, maybe that will be next episode.
Yeah, sure. Let's bang.
This is how we get people to subscribe.
we just hit on each other the whole time. That's how we do it.
C is the most muscular person I've ever seen, especially when you lifted bench press those two Honda Civic trucks at the same time.
Your face is very angular.
I will take that as an insult.
Oh my god. So Aya brought a photo from Kana's wedding, and he's like, you want to see it? And I think at one point he's like, I think you should see it. And then Aya's like, I want you to be 2,000 times happier than Kana because it's more than 1,000 because he feels 1,000 isn't enough.
Yeah, it's 1,000 is enough, so 2,000.
Francesca says, wish I was a guy so I could say that to my guy friends without it getting weird. That is so true.
I don't feel like I could pull it off without it being weird.
Yeah, there are some times, yeah, where I bet that could get weird.
Yeah, I mean, the things you and Garfield say to each other.
Oh, things me and Garfield say to each other is just, that isn't even joking. I bet that's partly true.
It is Garfield. Go check out the ReZero podcast.
Yes.
And sometimes saying things about Amelia to the tune of Oasis music.
That's actually 100% true.
That's my favorite part of the entire podcast because I don't actually watch the podcast.
And it works because Garfield's British.
Exactly.
So yeah. So yeah, Hattori, he goes on to say that he doesn't want to be by Kana's side anymore, just because it's basically what's done is done. That's kind of his whole thing, and
Right.
he's kind of moved on from it, and he also believes that since he got to experience that, he's satisfied and he doesn't need to experience it anymore, which I think he's got. To me, that's like, I don't know, that's true and untrue for Hattori, because he may just still be heartbroken from the whole thing.
Yeah, and well, there are a couple things here. One is like we all see how the character's brokenness real, how they've been so broken that it reveals itself in different ways. And I think that's the way with Hattori, with him thinking he can never have that happiness again, so he lets himself be content with what he had in the past.
Right, and it's such a like in the moment thing that Hattori is kind of saying, and that's why I think he's partially wrong. I think he's partially wrong because you don't know who's going to come around even a week after you say something like that. Someone could change your mind easily.
Right, and I like his whole mindset of like not regretting it, enjoying the past for what it was despite its problems. But at the same time, he should still look to the future and look to the good things that can happen there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and it's not like, I don't think it's a wrong mindset to have. I think sometimes it's a very safe mindset to have something like that, because it's a way to build back up your walls,
Yeah.
build back up your safety device. But I don't know.
In a way,
maybe...
it's like the easy solution too, which isn't bad sometimes, but you're like cutting yourself off.
Oh wow, Francesca says it's so sad Hattori talks this way. Talks like his whole life has passed by, but he's only 26. Wow. I thought he was like in his 30s.
And like I'm older than he is, and like my life isn't over yet. I still want to
bang out. Still want to bang out.
That wasn't the thing I was thinking of, but that is a thing that could happen.
Hey, I'm free. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, maybe we won't do that live action Fruits Basket podcast.
Oh my god, this podcast has gone off the rails a little bit. Let's get it back on the rails. And I mean, I just like this scene because there's so many people that are like this, in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's so you see like all the characters in their own weaknesses. Like Shigure is even thinking how Hattori has his whole life, so it's too early to give up hope. Wait, is that? I thought there's another note I had that I can't find. Oh, and Hattori is thinking that him finding another love like that is an outrageous hope, but that's not a reason not to hope just because you think it's unlikely. It's like, go make it happen.
Right, exactly. Satsuki says, seems like all the Somas hold painful memories. Hazel says, he's a ripple in the water, even to the audience. It's interesting.
Oh, yeah, Francesca said that? Oh, Satsuki is saying that Shigure was one who, like, we know the least about. And that's probably true, because like he's so closed off and only lets people see what he wants them to see. So
yeah, oh yeah, Shigure is another character who he's very we don't know much about Shigure. We know he's an author. He's playful with Aya.
That's the other idea I had. The reason Shigure is going to the school is because he wants to see that teacher that he used to go out with. That's my crazy theory.
That could be it. It could be it. Yeah, I mean this whole middle part here was just, I think this whole thing with Hattori was just brilliantly done. It just reminds you that each character in this show, like Satsuki said, they have their own elements, they have their own, emotional distress, if you will.
Right. It also ties a lot into the last episode because you had Emoji never like forget these painful memories. Well, with Kana, she did forget them, and Hattori is like he kind of wants to forget them or at least move past them.
Mm-hmm.
So it just shows how all the characters are taking a different approach to their painful memories.
Well, I think Hattori actually said in this episode that he doesn't want to forget those memories, or maybe it was Aya who said that. He may have implied that. I think maybe he said that Hattori, Kana forgetting and Hattori not is a little bit unfair.
Yeah, and I don't think Hattori wants to forget, but it's yeah, I don't quite know what I'm saying. It's like he does not like he wants to move beyond them now, and he wants to like dedicate his life to looking after the next generation, despite his life being so far from over as well.
Yeah, it's very depressing. And Francesca says, I like seeing the trio just sitting outside talking. It drove home how close Hattori and the others are, which is a nice little. That's another really interesting thing. These three are very very tight knit.
Yeah, it's like they're not the main characters, but we still see enough to get that part of them, even when they aren't the focus of the story.
Yeah, and they're also old enough to be adults and to see life from a different perspective than what Kyo, Yuki, and Tohru see it as, and the things they care about most in their life compared to what they care about, and that's an interesting dynamic.
Mm-hmm. Do I have any other notes? I don't think so.
Well, so Aya shows back up, or the other trio shows back up. Kyo, Yuki,
yeah, they come back,
and Tohru, they show back up, and Aya says something I can't remember. Aya's like, "You have to do what I say."
Yeah, it's like I'm going to embrace her relationship as brothers, which you have to, and then
Yuki's like, "I would rather not," and then yeah, Aya says something else, and then Yuki, I guess, either kicks him or punches him so hard he just gets ejected.
Yeah, I forget what happened, but I think there was violence involved.
It was like Team Rocket. He could have yelled Team Rocket blasting off again, and it would have made sense.
Exactly, because this show makes sense.
And so yeah, at the end we see the teacher has the photo on her desk, Kana and her wedding, I guess. And it seems the teacher will be brought back into the fold in some way. So that's my thing.
Well, it's like she's a minor character, but they've like slowly shown her a few times without us thinking of it. But now she'll like be pulled into a story, which I think that's just a neat storytelling technique.
I didn't even think for a second she would be back in the show. Like,
exactly,
honestly,
like you thought it was a long-off character that didn't matter, even though we've probably seen her multiple times.
I just love how she was carrying around hair dye. That was the best part. It was just a funny thing.
Yes, with Haru.
Yeah. I thought that was funny, and it's great to see her back again.
Oh, Francesca brought up an interesting point, saying that she watches so much Fruits Basket when she sees characters hugging another anime, she expects them to turn into animals.
Oh man.
And I had the sort of opposite effect here, because when Kyo and Yuki turned into animals, for a second I thought, oh, I forgot this is a thing that happens in the show.
Oh yeah, it hasn't happened much.
Yeah, was there? Oh no, she hugged Momoji last episode. But still, it's like there's so much else going on that's not even the focus of it.
Yeah, you kind of forget there's that little device that's playing in there. Satsuki says the teacher called Kyo carrots, which is true, which is beautiful.
So Kyo's names are now Carrots, Mr. Kitty, and Gilgamesh.
Kyogamesh.
Yes, that's what I said, even if I didn't say that.
Kyogamesh.
He just needs to call more people mongrels.
He just needs to one episode. No, we're not going to do it. We brought up Fate too much in this show. We can't do it. We can't bring it up again.
We should bring up Sympho Gear.
Oh man, we're gonna drive our audience away with all these references of other anime. They'll be like, we didn't come for this.
Yes, everyone should go watch all 5 seasons of Sympho Gear tonight.
Oh, this is true. Sympho Gear is all on Crunchyroll. You can go watch it now.
Is season 4 there? But yes, different topic.
Oh yeah, maybe. Anything else in this episode? I think we kind of went over everything.
Yeah, there was a lot going on that I didn't think we'd have as much to talk about, but then we got completely off track like 12 times.
Yeah, we'll do better next time.
Or worse.
We'll do better next time.
Probably worse.
We will do better next time. Damn it, Rising.
All right, so next time I should not even watch the episode before I show up.
Oh, God. And the whole time you're just like, don't spoil it, bro. Don't spoil it.
No, what I kind of want to do is like not watch the episode and see if you can tell.
Oh my God, that's a beautiful troll, because you could believably do that if I don't ask you a specific question.
Yeah, I'm sure, and I could like learn that from what you say because you like summarize the episode anyway.
This is true. Overall thoughts on this episode, I thought is good. It's one of the better episodes, I think, for sure. Just for the simple fact that we got, like I said from earlier, I mean, we kind of said it as a joke, but we got the greatest hits of Tohru, Yuki, and Kyo, with some, some building on some of the other stuff.
Yeah, I don't think this is like my favorite episode, but it's a great example of why Fruits Basket is a great show.
Yeah, I think so. This episode is a good example of everything that makes Fruits Basket tick in one way or another. The drama, the comedy, the
fluffy
funny,
animals.
Yeah, the fluffy animals, the funny one-liners, all the wacky and varied characters. Francesca says she's very excited for the next episode, so that kind of makes me excited for the next episode.
I wonder if it's like this episode was kind of like on the lighter side of things, so it's going to be serious, and it will be getting hit by a train.
Yeah. What if somebody gets ran over by a train?
What if the editor throws the train at Shigure because he won't return our calls?
What if Kyo suplexes a train like from Final Fantasy VI?
Isn't that what Hibiki did to the rocket ship?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think Hibiki and Syphogear definitely suplex something.
Yeah, it was like the tanks or rocket ships. She suplexes a lot of stuff.
She also parried tank shells with her hands.
Yes, and she also sings about eating lightning and crapping thunder. At least according to those fan subs.
So where can they find you?
They can find me on the YouTube channel Rising Sun Reviews. I've been in the chat zone, so you can also find me there, where we do a Symphogear podcast every Sunday, so you should come check that out for our other weird conversations. We'll probably talk about Fruits Basket there too, knowing us.
Yeah, and if Tokyo TV didn't take down this video already, or hasn't, and you're not seeing this as like one, if you're not seeing the thumbnail, I'm glad everyone participated in this week's chat. That was pretty cool. And thanks everybody for watching, as always. Last week's episode was awesome. It got 1.4K views, so just thanks.
Yeah, the support you guys have given us is awesome. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed watching this as much as making it.
Yeah.
Or at least I assume C enjoys making it. That or he just is good at putting up with me.
It's stressful to get all the stuff together and get it working, but it's worth it.
Yeah. It's the best Fruits Basket podcast out there.
I'm not gonna go that far. There may be, I don't know. Like I could safely say that during the ReZero podcast, it was the best ReZero podcast, because literally in the tagline was, "We're the best ReZero podcast because we're the only ReZero podcast," because we were literally the only one.
So you should put that in the tags.
Well, I mean, tags mean nothing anymore on YouTube, so
you should put that in the hashtag.
I think that would be too long.
Thinking you have Twin-Tail Tohru in the hashtags, that's about the same thing.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I did do that. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. See you next week.
Goodbye.